You're coming along with me for the vlog today. Topics that we're going to discuss as we're currently in the basement right now. We're going to discuss what I'm mining, which I have actually more GPUs on right now than I've had in a long time. RIP my electric bill. What I've been selling, and I've actually sold stuff. I'm selling more stuff, more coming up. So we'll talk through that and why. I'll give you an update on my solar project on my house, which is very much underway. Some thoughts on the 50 series of GPUs from NVIDIA. And then at the end of the video, we're going to jump in the computer. I'll show you some of the things that I've been tracking in the crypto mining space. So we should probably start with what I've been most actively doing, which is selling hardware. So it's finally time. I've been selling stuff, and it's started with the 580s right here. So I have these 4 left that are working, and I have one in the repair pile over there that's broken, and I've been selling the rest, and they've been going for about $50 each, which I will take because they are old, they've made their money, they're in good condition, and their time is done. I'm not gonna keep any, I don't wanna test them anymore. They're shipping off, and somebody somewhere will use them for whatever they're gonna use them for. So I've been selling those. I have more to list, just waiting on some packaging to come in. And then I've been selling other hardware that I just have still new in box. Motherboards, CPUs, power supplies, and it's all like sealed because it was when you had to buy combos to get GPUs, which is very much back again, Newegg Shuffle, shout out to you. So I've had all that hardware just sitting around, so I've been selling it, and I've been really happy with how much money I'm getting for it, even though it is from like 2021 at this point. And so I brought in, over the last week or so, about $1,000 in revenue from just selling this equipment that's been sitting around, which has definitely got me excited to continue to sell more equipment that is sitting here doing nothing. And so that brings me to like, what is next? What's the next thing that I'm looking to sell from the stuff that I have sitting around? And that is gonna be the 16 series of GPUs, which you can see right here. This is one of my original rigs. So most of that is 1660 Ti's, couple supers on there. I had it on for about a week, doing some testing, threw it on Kapow. That's where I tested the 580s on too, just to make sure that all the GPUs worked. And these are all good. They're a little dusty, probably just gonna blow them out. Except for this Gigabyte, the fans are rattling. No surprise, it's a Gigabyte card. So what do you think I should do with that one? Should I fix the fans? Probably get a set of fans for like 20 bucks and then maybe spend like a half hour fixing them before I sell it? Do you think it's worth it, or should I just sell it as is and, you know, and note that the fans make noise? I just wonder if it's worth my time. Not sure what to do there. Let me know. After that, though, for sure, been talking about them for too long, is the 3070 Ti's, which I'm just going to sell as is. They're in rough shape. I don't like those cards. I never liked those cards. They're not good cards. I'm going to sell them all. There's 6 of them there. Keep one for testing, and then just sell those as is. They're rusted. They have oxidation all over them. Those just need to go. I'm tired of looking at them. I didn't like that rig when I had it. Yeah, it made a lot of money, but they were just a pain. Complete pain to mine with, and I don't think they're good for really anything else. Definitely not AI. I don't think they're good for gaming. So yeah, those are going away. You might have noticed the rig back there. We'll get to that one in just a second. But after that, I'm pretty set on probably 3090s. Let me know if you disagree with that. I know they're supposed to be good for AI, but I haven't found that to be true. 4090 demand is way higher, and then obviously 5090 demand is going to be super high. So I think 3090s are just like phased out at this point. They're not efficient for mining. They have aged pretty quickly, I think. So I think I'm going to get rid of all those. I have about maybe 6 or 7. Get some cash back from those. What I'm not going to sell is 3070s and 3060 Ti's. Got a ton of those. They're still great. Even with every new series of GPUs that come out, they're still so good. So I'm going to hold on to all of those. And then all of my, on the AMD side, all of my 6600s and the 6600 XTs are on right now. And those seem to still be really good cards. So I'm gonna probably hold on to all of those for the time being. But that's the plan right now. I'm not gonna get rid of motherboards or CPUs or power supplies that I use for mining. I'm gonna keep all of that stuff. And then I'll have plenty more to do after that. Okay, what should we do next? Maybe just do updates on solar. So I've mentioned this in a few videos, but I've undergone the process of getting solar installed on my house. And it's been a long time coming. And I finally decided to do it as somebody who uses a ton of electricity. And what I had to do was a couple things. First, had to get a new roof. So that was about 10 grand right there, get a new roof. My roof is old. And then I had to get trees down that shaded my roof, huge trees. That was 6 grand. So then we're at $16,000 right there. And then from there, where I'm at right now is the solar panels are on my house and all of the wiring and connections are done. Actually, you can see right here is my 200 amp panel, and that's the solar coming in right there, connecting over to my panel. So the solar's up there, it's on my house. And the next step is I'm waiting for the town, which is coming in a couple weeks, to inspect the installation and give the approval on that. Then the last step is the utility company, electric company comes in, does the final connection to connect it to the grid so that any excess solar I produce gets sent to the grid and I can bucket that and use it during low generation times, or they will cut me a check at the end of the year for any excess energy. So like all in on this whole project, just in case you're thinking about it, I'm about $60,000 in on all of this right now. But that includes trees, roof, solar array. Things to consider is the federal credit on this. I'm gonna get 30% of that back on my next tax return. So that'll be the next year I have to wait for. And so taking that into account, and that I won't have an electric bill for my household, you know, all the numbers, you gotta do all the numbers. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have on that, but it's a big upfront cost. And so that's gonna cover my entire house for sure. Done all the math, and then give me some extra to play with for cryptocurrency mining or AI or whatever I'm gonna do. Not a lot, but it'll give me some extra, which is important because just a couple of days ago, my state announced that the electric prices are going to go up starting on June 1st, 20%. And that is on top of the typical summer rates that go up. So to give some historical numbers on all of this, when I moved in here in 2016, paid 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Right now in the off-season winter, I pay 16 cents per kilowatt hour. With the summer rate plus the 20%, I'm going to easily be over 20 cents, maybe 22 cents per kilowatt hour, which is double the rate that I had when I moved in. So it's absolutely ridiculous. It's definitely pushing me out as a residential miner. So I'm super happy I have solar. Plus, I'm sure all those panels are coming from overseas with tariffs. So I'm glad I did all that at the time that I did it. But I still will have some decisions to make with the energy usage that I will have above and beyond what my solar array is producing. So some things coming up, things I'll have to consider, hosting, etc. But that's what's on my mind. That's where solar is. And then so that project hopefully will be wrapped up right in time for spring and summer, where it'll be most useful, generating the most electricity for me. Okay, enough about that. Let's talk what I am mining right now. So you saw earlier, this is the 30 series test rig. It is on right now, and it is currently mining Aleo because it finished up Zealous testing and threw it on Aleo. Big fan of that project. And then right now it's on that. And then in a second here, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna throw it on Quai just to test out the Kapow overclocks that I had to see if everything still jives, because I'm hoping to make a Quai overclocking video coming up really soon. But I got the fan ready to go, because you know, as well as me, once that thing sits on ProgPow, it's gonna get really toasty. So I got that going. And then we'll go over to the other rig that I have on right now, which is the 40 series test rig. and that is on Quai right now. So I was finishing testing overclocks on that, and you can see how much power that is pulling at the wall right there. So that's on Quai. I have the 3090 in there and there for salad, which apparently there's super high demand for 4090s right now. So if you have a 4090 and you're not on salad, I'll leave a link up in the card above so you can check out salad and make some money with your gaming PC or your mining stuff that you have at home. So please check that out. Sounds like demand is really up there. We can make some extra cash. Down here I have the Lucky Miner, little Bitcoin miner. That's mining away. And then I think we got to head upstairs and then out in the garage. Up in the living room, we got the Jazz Miner X16QE currently on Octaspace. And then in the back room here, we have the regular X16Q also on Octaspace. In the garage, we got the 3060 Ti's. They're on, they've been stuck on Aleo since mainnet launch. And so they're just continuing to accumulate that. And then on the other side here, what I have on is all of the AMD cards. Man, they're looking like they need a cleaning. Those are all 6600s on Quai. Those are XTs in the server case, all on Quai. Another 12 card 6600 XT rig, all on Quai. Two 3070s because they just are on Aleo. All the rest of the 3070s are off. And then I forgot to mention down here, the Mini Doge 2 is currently on mining as well. So that's a lot going on out in the garage, more than I've had in quite a while. But let's go down, get in the computer. I'll show you some of the things I've been tracking. Every day I've been tracking on what to mine, and what I have here is all of my custom GPUs with my own custom efficient overclocks to give me the most accurate data for what I am looking to do. And I got my residential electric rate in there too. And honestly, things may not be as bad as you might think. Yes, nothing is making money over my electric rate, but we're not talking about losing an insane amount of money per day. 4060 Ti, for example, in 24 hours is losing 5 cents, which with the fluctuations, you're arguably at break even. So that one's doing okay. A2000s on there, 3060 Ti's are doing okay. So I got all those in there. But the first kind of two spots have been back and forth between Zealous and Aleo. And so I've been tracking that, and Aleo specifically because ASICs are on the horizon. They're shipping, people have them. And so I've been watching, like, when does the profit, or not even profit, but revenue start to drop dramatically for GPU miners? And that's when I'm going to turn off my Aleo mining rigs. So over on hashrate.no, I've been looking at the network hash rate because that's the tell. When you see a huge spike in network hash rate, it means the ASICs are on and GPU mining is done. That's it. But it hasn't happened yet. You can see 220 gigahash per second, and we're coming down, kind of like leveling off right now. On miningpoolstats.stream reports a higher network hash rate at 330, but it's same kind of thing. That's like where it's been around. Like it hasn't gone crazy into terahash territory or beyond yet. So I'm waiting for that to see what happens and then how that will affect, all these other coins as network hash rate moves over to there when it's just not worth it for Aleo anymore. But on top of that, you saw that I've been mining Quai on many of my rigs, and I've been doing over that on K1 pool. Currently I have 209 Quai that I've mined, and I'm waiting for transactions to go live, which means that exchanges go live too, because I'm going to dump all this right away. Time and time again, I've learned going from Grin to Zealous to Aleo that the prices just are the best as soon as it hits the exchange. And so I'm going to dump it. I was going to hold half, sell half. I'm just going to dump it. If I want to buy in later, if I mess up, it'll be a lesson learned. But that's the plan. So hopefully I can do that fast enough, get the payout to the pool, right to the exchange, and then just sell it all right away. But other than that, other thing I've been tracking is the 50 series of GPUs, which, just right up front, like I'm not going to pay the ridiculous prices over MSRP. It's just absolutely not worth it. I'm not going to play that game. It's way too much. So I'm looking to get MSRP cars, the Founders Editions, 5090, 5080. I've been in the Best Buy queue every single launch. I have not had luck so far. You know, I'll get like maybe the gigabyte card at $100 more for the you know, the partner card, but I'm not going to pay ridiculous prices. So that's 5090, 5080, 5070 Ti. You know, same. I want to get the PNY, the gigabytes that are at the MSRP of $749, or at least like close to there. You know, maybe $50, $100 more. Like I can understand, you know, for a board partner card, but otherwise, I'm not playing this game. It's not worth it. There's nothing in it for me to get those cards. I'm not going to have millions of YouTube videos if I get that card first and test it for crypto mining. And it's certainly not making any substantial money in crypto mining. So I want them. I want to test them because I love it. It's fun. Get that data out to you. I enjoy doing it. AI stuff obviously can make some money here at my home. But other than that, I'm just kind of sitting by the sidelines, trying to get them as cheap as I can, and not giving in to the FOMO that everybody else seems to have. And I certainly will not be buying bundles from Newegg to get just the absolute shit that they cannot sell, and they're pairing it together with the GPU, and that just ultimately really pisses me off. That's it. That's the video. Only other thing I've been doing is buying Bitcoin every 2 weeks with no fees over on River. So on the screen here, I'm going to leave a video on how to buy Bitcoin with no fees, if that's something you want to do. I've been doing that along with mining. And then there'll be a video under that too, in case you stumbled upon here and you want to get started in mining with your gaming PC, and I'll have a video to get you going there. But otherwise, please take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video.